In the morning when I'm driving, I really come alive when I listen to my Ronnie, I listen to my Ronnie Q. They are rare and they are few who can compare with Ronnie Q. So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air, it's time for Ronnie Q. They are rare and they are few who can compare with Ronnie Q. So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air, it's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie. In the morning while I'm driving, Ronnie, I really come alive when it's time for Ronnie Q. I listen to my Ronnie, Ronnie. I listen to my Ronnie. It's time for Ronnie Q. Take a seat and go meet Ronnie. Sweet, 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 sweet Ronnie. No day complete without my Ronnie. She can't be beat. Sweet, sweet Ronnie.
What's going on? Grand Rising. Thank you guys for being here. Please be sure to hit the like button on your way in. Let's see who's here. I see Jill's Comfort Zone, Red Afro, Red Wings Hockey, Grand Rising. Youngest, it's good to see you. Good morning, Miss LA. Listening in the clouds. 1 second. Renee, good morning to you as well. Spicy Dicey, my sis, and Chakra King Black. Thank you guys for coming in and hitting the like button. Deputy Director Voodoo, how are you? I hope you guys are all doing well. So, I hear that somebody really thinks I give a fuck. That when I type, when someone types into AI and says particular things, a picture comes up that they say is them. I didn't say it was them. They said it was them. So let me, I don't know why. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. How did that work out for Dovey? How did any of this work out for Dovey? How did any of this work out for Dovey? Who Dovey listening to? Dovey out here winning, bitch. Ain't Dovey is out here winning, bitch. I'm sure Dovey is winning so much that she can buy cigarettes and smoothies. You may want to start listening to Dovey. Maybe you won't have to come out here and beg for money for smoothies. Maybe you can. Shit, Dovey's out here buying drunks liquor. Surely, you could buy yourself a smoothie. You may want to listen to Dovey. She can't win in court, but she can show buy niggas liquor. She can't go to court, but she can show buy niggas liquor and cigarettes. Maybe you ought to listen to Dovey. For your what is it called? Is it not heritage page? Your what is it? No, this is my legacy. Maybe you ought to listen to Dovey, how to improve upon your legacy. Oh my God. Okay. So bitch bye. Bitch bye. You get that message? Somebody make sure she gets that message. I got your message. Make sure she get that message. Dumb bitch. Okay. Um, let me see. There was something I was looking for. Let me see. How are you guys doing today? Now, if you guys haven't gone over to Deanna Irving's page, let me see if I got a mod in the chat. Hey, just read my book. Good morning, Madison T. Evans. Good morning to you. No mods in the chat. Okay, so let me drop Deanna's Irving link. If you guys didn't go over there, I saw her late last night, and let me drop this link. And I wasn't expecting what the content that she was talking about. Passa. If you guys put a one in the chat if you have not heard Deanna's video entitled Passa. I thought I would fall out. Here's the link to that video. Go over there, and I tell you, I was crying tears, real, real tears. So go over there and check out this video. Oh my God. Hey Ebony Diamond, how are you? You just watched it? Do yourself a favor if you want to have a good laugh. The Great Hot Mess. There's the link right there. Go check it out. Hey Brick Girl Haley, good morning, Grand Rising. Um, let me see. Um, yeah, she's talking about the cussing passer. The cussing passer. That's all I can give you. That's all I'm willing to give you right now. She will have you rolling. I can definitely tell you that. Oh, and then I caught, and also respectfully, she had a good live, but I missed the second live. I hear she came back live. I'm gonna have to go back to her second live because I didn't know she had a second live. I didn't get a notification. I don't get my notifications when I'm not on my computer though. So maybe that's when she went live. I don't have notifications to bug me on my phone because, I'm just not that, must be hearing and seeing everything. But it's not like I get a ping when a new video comes up on my phone or anything. I have to actually be on YouTube to see the notifications in my life. That's how it is for me. But check out M. Bernadette. I'll put her link in the chat. And then I went over the Stomp Downs. I caught his replay. It's respectfully M. Go over there and check her out. This is the video I did not see. So she went live yesterday when the elders speak, Treasure Lane, clean up, and then she came back with this live. Let's get this straight, S. Hutchinson. Come Kiki. So you may want to go over there. You want to go over there and check that out, because M. Bernadette, she be putting it down. So I don't know what happened in this live. Hey, Dreamy Jeannie Blue. Hey, Aisha, pronounced Aisha. There is the link for that live. Hey, kind to me, Grand Rising. There's the link to that live. Now, the Great Hot Mess said, "Oh Lord, was that? Did I speak on Ebony Diamond? Yeah, I did speak because I spoke to Brick Girl Haley. Oh, but she's above and below you. If I didn't speak Ebony Diamond, Grand Rising. Okay, the great uh, the Great Hot Mess. Oh Lord, what are you saying? Oh Lord, to the cussing pastor, or what? What is the oh Lord for? Just asking. But child, I don't know how she. I don't even know how she even got that information for that live. But that live, I'm telling you, had me cracking up. Let me see. Okay, so I hear Billie Jean is having her production. Did you guys know that Billie Jean is having a production? You know, not for nothing. If if Billie Jean has had productions, Jill, you're right. If you don't want anybody to play your shit, you have the right for them not to play your shit. You put a lot of money into your channel. You have sponsors. I get it. I definitely get it. But there's a time uh, when we must call a thing a thing. Okay. We got to call a thing a thing. So let's call this thing the thing that it is. The thing, the thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. Sophie ain't here. I'm going to sing. That thing, that thing, that thing. Okay, so we're gonna call the thing a thing on today. So this legacy channel, I thought that this legacy channel had sponsors as well. Remember, I've got to clean up my channel. I got my sponsors. And coming next year, my sponsor ain't gonna like this. I got to clean up my stuff. My sponsor. Okay, so it's not like anybody believe that legacy channel have sponsors. It's not like Billie Jean hasn't used that legacy channel before. So I don't think that it, well, at least she didn't even try to lie about it. And it's a wonder because every time she opened her mouth, it's a lie. But at least she didn't even try to lie about it. So she is full on letting you know that she don't want anybody to see. Do you see the words coming out of my mouth? Remember, Chris? Is that who said that? Can you see the words? Was that Chris Tucker? Who was that? Was that Chris Tucker in Friday, or Chris Tucker in those Jackie Chan? Do you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? She don't want you to understand that the words have come out of her mouth. Why? While she got busted in her last thievery of money. See, some people don't care, but they would care if it was their money. We would be getting videos if it was their money. So it's content. No one's lying on her, and we talking about it. We talking about it. It is not a pile up. It's a fact. It's a fact fact-finding mission, if anything. If anything, this is a fact finding mission. And the facts of the matter, who can better state the facts of the situation? So you notice there has been nothing, uh, nothing said to say that anybody's lying on her, because she knows that these are the things that are coming out of my mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? Her content is herself. Her content is the things that came out of her mouth, and she don't want you to remember it. Go through my videos and find it. Go to my. I want to just say that I am being victimized. Girl, bye. Okay, you are no victim. With victim, you got exposed, you weak bitch. Okay, so um, let me see. Let me see. Y'all quit victimizing that lying ass bitch. Y'all quit victimizing people who steal money that y'all give them. How dare you? Okay, here is what I want. Hold on. I was looking for something as I perused the YouTube streets. Um, Let me see. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Make sure you hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Let me come on. I ain't lose nobody. I saw people for what they was. But then she was unable to enunciate what these air quotes people were. She's talking about Yaya still. You may as well just whatever. Uh, hmm, okay. So let me give you this as well. Just the facts. Just the facts. Yes, I do like to deal in the facts. I just don't have to sit up and lie. I ain't got to lie about it. Lies, 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 yeah. They out to get you. Lies, 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 yeah. Who's your daddy? Who is your daddy? Okay, so where are we? Uninteresting people are so interested in me. Let me see. Let me give this to you. Let me give you a little of this. Let me give you a little of that. So let's talk about. Oh, so I went over to Stump Downs while I get these facts together. I went over to Stump Downs page, and I hear. Is it true that Skillet may not really be sick now at this moment? Is this true? I don't know. I think I heard James. I think I heard James say that. Was it James? I heard someone say that it was out of the mouth of Beasley that it was stated that she had stage 3 cancer. Now I don't know how the mouth of Beasley would know. I don't know them to have a second channel or anything, but I it was stated out of his mouth allegedly that she had stage 4 colon cancer. So let's not pretend like we've seen a know nothing motherfucker about uh, who knows absolutely nothing about anybody's medical history come out here and lie that I had a stroke with such veracity as if just because it came out of his mouth that it was fact. Let's not forget that the same motherfucker, came out here and said that A View is a View has stage 3 cancer, only to come out here to say that he said that because A View is a View had attacked his bed witch. Let's not pretend like none of these things happened. So I don't know. Uh, I do not know. Um, and and plus they with their depleted immune system was fighting COVID. Let's not forget that people will come out here and say anything. So now the great hot mess said, I wouldn't be surprised if you wasn't. uh Ronnie Q, it's too early to make us laugh over this BS. Good morning, Queenie. December baby, I am glad that you are here. Just read my book. Uh, I hear uh, I hear that your former roommate is 0 for 2. I hear your former roommate. She can catch the gypsy cab all around, but then all of a sudden, I ain't got no transportation. I have no transportation. Well, maybe you ought to stop transmitting the bullshit over your fucking YouTube channel. How about that? Maybe you should have no transportation for the lies that you tell on people that always find you in a mishap, shall we say? So let me Stump Down says that he alluded to, it's a possibility that the person may not be really sick at all. I don't know. Uh, I didn't even watch the video with the oxygen because I heard that it was really bad. And I heard some people say, well, why is she using her oxygen thing like a hookah? I don't know. These are the things that I heard about the video, that it made some people very upset and very concerned. And then some other people were wondering, well, if she's doing a breathing treatment, why is she treating her oxygen like a hookah? I'm just giving you the information I've heard. I did see a still picture. No, it wasn't a still picture. It was a little clip of her using the oxygen, like put it to her mouth, taking it away. And I, don't- you know, I can't really quote Stump Down exactly because myself know that Stump Down will put 20 on 10. So y'all go over there. I haven't watched her newest video. I heard that when she was uh, with the hookah like oxygen, that she was reading and serving and apologizing at the same time. I don't know. Uh, but for some reason, he's not the only one who think that she really may not be sick. I'm not saying I'm one of the other people who really don't think she's sick, but for some reason, he's not the only one who thinks she may not be sick. So let me go over while you guys have this good reading for yourselves. Let me go over there and find Stomp Down's page, and you guys can go listen to him and see for yourself. Let me see. Let me go over there and drop the link to the video that he did last night. Is this it? Is this a video? I can't remember if this is a video. No, I don't think that's. Oh, no, this is the video. Okay, I'll drop the link to that video. The dead has arisen yesterday and today, and people say they ain't. Let me see what's the title. The dead has arisen yesterday and today, and people say they ain't going real bad. Do tell. Oh, it's on memberships. It's on membership only. I can't help you. If you want to pay the 99 cents for his membership, you may want to go over there and check out Stomp Down. So that's the second person that was kind of wondering if if this was a play. So I can't. I'll give you the link to his channel. Go over there and give him a click and a view. He has some good lives. I'll give you the link to his channel. His membership is only 99 cents. Uh, it may be uh, worth the cost of entry. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Hey, Very Carey, thank you for being here. Very Carey goes live every morning earlier than myself. Very Carey, did you go live today? Because girl, I was knocked out. I say this because I'm her mod, and I also say this because she do brain teasers that help you wake up your brain. So I say this because I enjoy Very Carey's content. So let me see. I didn't. Oh, well, I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad. But go live tomorrow. I'm going to bed early today. I feel like going back to bed right now, as a matter of fact. So this is how AI works, bitch. Imagine, imagine. Okay, imagine. Imagine a middle aged, early human with rough, weathered skin, deeply lined and coarse from years of survival in the wild. Their hair might be tangled or messy, with strands of gray starting to show through. The skin had the skin. The skin has a rugged, almost leathery texture, and there's a noticeable limp or imbalance from the bag leg or wing. I'm sorry. I forgot they don't have the wing. I lost my quaff. I was walking around. So who got my wig? Some bitch stole my wig. I digress. Okay. Uh, the uh the wing could be interpreted as a scar, damaged appendage, like a malformed arm or an actual deformed wing, like from an ancient I don't know what that Aristocat, I guess that is, showing its wear over time. For the makeup picture, do a bold purple hues applied in almost a rustic pattern across the face. The makeup might be applied in thick lines or smudges, enhancing the features in a way that feels almost mystical or ceremonial. Um, maybe there's traces of snoot there. Maybe wait a minute. Maybe there are traces of snoot or naturally pigmented mixed into the purple. Those are ashes, girl. That's them. That's them dirty hands on that smudgy ash ash spilled all over the computer desk that smudged in the computer. Those are the smudges. That's the black shit. The dirty bitch sitting up at the computer typing, smoking cigarettes, ashes falling on the computer. She's still typing through the ashes, thinking she doing it, thinking she talking shit. Anyway, I digress. Okay, okay, okay. The makeup is applied in lines and smudges, almost mystical ceremony. Maybe there are traces of soot or natural pigments mixed into the purple, giving the makeup a rough primary uh, uh, criminal quality. The overall look would be both fierce and haunting, a blend of survivalist and some kind of ru- ritual, ritualistic adornment. How do you imagine the settings for this character? Would they be in a primitive landscape or perhaps a more urban or modern twist to the scene? Answer. Uh, an abnormal FEMA trailer with with paneled walls and a purse hanging from them. So these are the prompts. See, to do AI, these are the prompts that you give to AI. Capiche? So these are the prompts. Is it my is it my fault that the picture that came out This bitch think it's her. Is it my fault? I've been studying up on AI laws. I've been studying up on the AI laws. I've been studying up on the AI laws. Where you been studying up on the AI laws? Where, bitch? Where? Where, bitch? Where? Where, bitch? Where? Where you been studying up on those AI laws, bitch? Where, bitch? Where? Is this? I don't want that. Is that it? I think I do want that. Is that it? What is that? No, that's not it. Where, bitch? Where? Where you been studying these laws at? Where, bitch? Where? Let's see about these AI laws. Where, bitch? Where? Huh? Where? 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 This is covering. Why is this covering up my screen and I can't read? But as noted above, there is currently no comprehensive federal legislation in the U.S. that directly regulates AI. Accordingly, there are currently no specific or unique federal obligation imposed on the developers, users, operators, or deployers of AI systems. December 18th, 2024. Is there any more updates? That was last month. Are there any updates to this? Where, bitch? Where? Where, bitch? Where? Huh? Where? Where, bitch? Where? Hey, guys. Hey, Mike Lewis. Okay, so for real, who wrote that? Oh, none of your business. Get out of my business. Business. Mind your business. Mind your own business. It's so strange to me. It's so natural that I feel this way. That I feel. Y'all remember that song? Minding my business. Minding my business. It's so strange to me. Who sang that? I think that was who sang business. I think this it was it the same people who sang Candy Rain? My love, do you ever dream of candy coated raindrops? Was it the oh, it was Sky. I was like, okay. Like I will tell you, just stop. My God, just stop. Yes, I knew that song. Mind your own business. Uh, the great hot mess. Mind your business. Mind your business. Hey, Dominique Debarou. Hello, hello, hello. I wish this production would hurry up and come out. I do too. You took me back with that one. Hey, and you started jamming to it, didn't you? Shit. Whenever I hear the word, I see the word business, it takes me back. Okay, so are we done with that bullshit? Are we done? Yes. Okay. Lord. Jill, why you up here calling on the Lord? Am I gonna have to call on the Lord about your painting techniques on Friday? Call on the Lord to help you improve upon your painting techniques. Why don't you? Lord, good morning. You too, Miss Toby. I'll be using the Lord's name in vain. I don't know I can sing. I'm glad Dr. Soapy ain't in here to tell me no. Grand Rising, Miss Toby. Look, Jill. Jill fingers got paralyzed now. She can't talk no more ish to me. Uh, it's painted, ain't it? I don't know. Grand Rising Ray Triggs, thank you for being here. It's painted. Listen, mine ain't even painted. I said yesterday I was going to paint mine. I got busy yesterday. I'm sorry. And then I was thinking today, I was like, Lord, you better paint that shit. Now get yours painted. How did you know? How did you know what we are painting? Uh, we turn on our cameras and we do this thing called crafting and conversations. It is Jill's comfort zone. I saw her crafting and I thought it was a great idea. And I said, I'm stealing your idea, but I am letting you know that I'm stealing your idea. And then we surmised that it would be a good thing for us to do for those who are interested. And we could talk while crafting and we talk about many different things. It rotates on panels, on the channels of the people who have the crafting ideas. As you guys know, uh, I think it was last Friday. It was on Jill's channel. She has a crafting channel, so it was on her channel because it was her project idea that we were all trying to uh, put our own spin on. We didn't have, you don't have to exactly emulate the exact project that we're doing. uh, we're doing it for all types of occasions. Since we're close to Valentine's Day, we started it doing a Christmas idea, and since the next big holiday or whatever, what have you, is not technically a holiday, it's Valentine's Day. All our projects are on the Valentine theme. If you didn't see, uh, this is Jill's craft idea, and we all try to that there under all of those roses, there's a wooden heart. You see the beads that she can hang it from, and we all had to craft on the wooden heart, or just craft whatever you choose to craft. You don't have to craft. You can do whatever. So this is a colorist, as in coloring on paper colorist, not a racist colorist. So let's be clear. And this was I couldn't find the wooden heart, but I was able to find a wooden circle. That is my little poo poo princess, my little teacup shih tzu in the frame. Uh, so that's what we do on crafting and conversation nights. Now, the next crafting and conversation is going to be on my channel. I have a flyer on my wall with all the materials that you would need. And what we were talking about painting is you're going to have to pre paint your pieces. Have your pieces painted. It's going to be Friday, the 31st of this month, this Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Valentine themed, but we try to show you things that you can make for any occasion. Uh, since it's Valentine themed, the greenery and things that I have are going to be more Valentine Day ish. But if you change your greenery, it can be a spring, summer theme, put spring and summer flowers. If you can change it out and put gourds and pumpkins and things in the fall, you can use it for any occasion. So, you're going to have to pre-paint your little box. See, this is a different color. You're going to have to pre-paint the little box on the bottom and these little arches. Those are the things you're going to need to pre-paint. So because you won't be able to craft with them and then paint them. It's pre-paint your pieces, the box and the race car tracks, and come and join us. And then the following day, Yes, the following day, we are going to be doing this craft. So the flyer for this is also on my community wall that shows you all the parts that you need. That's a small terracotta pot on the bottom, and that's the little saucer that goes on the underneath the terracotta pot. Uh, and those little golf balls that you buy at the Dollar Tree, a pack of six for $1.25, and one of those little bowls from the Dollar Tree. So that's one, two, three, four, about $5 project. So get your little pieces and come craft with us. Come craft and converse and see Jill Comfort Zone burn herself with her glue gun. How about that? Thank God you're finished. Emma Renee, I thought you were my friend. Hey Tracy, Grand Rising. Don't tell me he's here. He's not here. Don't tell me he's here. Okay, so he's not here. Yeah, so come craft and converse with us this Friday on my channel. The next day is going to be on Coolin, not Coolin, DC Kool Aid. God, not Coolin. The only thing she can create is a big knot on her head, on the side of her head. Let me find DC Kool Aid's link and drop it in the chat. I have her right here. She has, if you go on her channel, you will see her shopping. And the thing, oh my God. And the thing about, uh, she makes it look so easy. If you go on her link, she did a live where she went, we tried to make things cost effective for you guys because, some of you guys may not craft. Some of you guys may craft. Some of you guys may not want to do it for this occasion. We try to choose things that you can use and to your own liking or whatever for whatever occasion. So, and we try to get our things from. We try to source uh, parts that are inexpensive and at this point but understand we are just in the beginning of our crafting and conversation. We may have to kick you guys up a notch and put a little power tool type of thing, if nothing but a drill, because I have a project and Jill's comfort zone is against it. But y'all better get ready for the spring because I got a spring project for you guys. You're going to have to use a power drill. That's all I'm saying. It's not intimidating. My God. Okay, so there's DC Kool-Aid's and Auntie Donna is also one of the per, also one who participates, but Auntie Donna has not chosen a date for a Valentine's project. But I hope Auntie Donna will join us on this Friday when I do my craft, and this Saturday when DC Kool-Aid does her craft. Uh, just read my book. Craft date is, I can't remember. I think it's the 4th. I think just read my book. Is your craft date on the 4th? And we're going to be done with our Valentine's Day craft by the 7th. That green vegan who is a master crafter also joins us. A View is a View has joined us, and she's a colorist as well. So I really like the fact that people who do different types of craft will come up and they'll indulge in their own crafts. Just come sit with us, have fun. Nothing's mandatory that you do the craft that we're doing or anything. I remember that old mean ass T. Danielle. She was crafting something different, and she just sat there and crafted, and and had conversation. I'm just kidding. T. Danielle is not mean. She's just competitive, shall I say. Thank you for dropping Auntie Donna's page, Very Carey. I appreciate. I hope you drop yours. I want to join. You can join. I'm going live this Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to come up and craft with us, uh, you can adjust your camera where it if you or you can come on camera, or you can come on camera by mistake and reach over for your hot glue gun and your chin show, and it be the talk of the YouTube streets for 5 to 7 days. Or you can set your camera up above you where we can see your work table, or you can come on camera. You can craft with us, or you can sit at your computer as we craft, and you can craft with us off camera. You can do whatever you like. Friday at 6 p.m. and DC Kool-Aid's is on Saturday. I think it's at 6 p.m. Go check out the flyers on my one of the things, I don't know whose link this is. Oh, just read my book, A View is a View. Thank you, Carrie. I don't know whose link this is. Shorts. I want to join Shorts. Good morning, all y'all going to hell. All y'all going to hell. You know, I was thinking about when you hit the link. You know who you sound like? Are you Hershey? All y'all going to hell? Are you Hershey? I don't know. When you got off the link, I was like, she reminds me of Hershey. All y'all going to hell. You can just write it in the back if you Hershey. Okay. Let me drop my link. If anybody, what have you guys seen anything that you want to discuss? She said, no, I'm not Hershey. Okay, so is there anything in the? I did. I just dropped it. I'm gonna pin it too. Pin your link, Carrie. It's good to remind me to pin my link. And then I really need to start pinning my link, because when I go in the back and I'm playing little videos for you guys to listen to, and then I forget, I forget some videos mute you automatically, and then I just be talking, and you guys hear none of the things I'm saying. Sometimes I get on a run, and I just be talking, and y'all be like, look, bitch, I'm gonna change the channel if you don't realize that you are on motherfucking mute, bitch. Okay, so there's that. Hey, all y'all going to hell, is that you?
Yes, good morning. And no, I'm not Hershey.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing fine, but this is what I really called to tell you this morning. Some juicy political stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the Tiffany Henyard, which was the super mayor out of Dalton, Illinois, and they was talking about how she was stealing the money and bought $43,000 worth of Amazon stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, last night in the Thornton Township, where she's a supervisor, they elected a new trustee. And
Uh-huh.
she and it was the girl that she fired when she first started. They hired her back, Stephanie Wiedemann. Well, how about at the end, it went to an all-out brawl where they were fighting and everything. It's all over the Chicago news.
What?
Because she hired her the mayor hired her boyfriend to do the youth program, paying him over 100 something thousand. He wasn't even qualified. Another guy wasn't qualified. Now they 5 million in the hole. Lori Lightfoot released the findings the other day.
Listen, I was just on a channel that they were showing her the last meeting before this meeting, and I didn't know this new meeting, and they couldn't get a quorum because yeah, and they couldn't get a. Now she's the mayor and the what is her other position?
She's the mayor of Dalton, and she's the supervisor of Thornton Township.
Yeah, so she's getting two
She's getting double paid. Right.
yeah,
Well, what she
and
did was,
and she's using the police force as her personal security team. And some of these police officers are getting like $13,000 paychecks and all of this. And
oh, no, 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 no. They made double their pay just in overtime alone. One officer did 300 hours and he got $13,000. That was his overtime pay.
right, right,
Right.
overtime play. But they have no, they have not put given how many overtime hours and when were these overtime hours worked. They said that there is physically no way that he could have worked overtime and gotten a check for $13,000 overtime.
But she, she, she took and made them private security guards. So they was around the clock with her. And that's how they was able to make those hours.
Well, it's a whole lot of fraud. So the last meeting that I saw was the Thornton Township meeting, and they were unable to get a quorum because some people were not showing up. So obviously they showed up yesterday. You saying?
Well, last week they voted in Stephanie Wiedemann as the third trustee. That way they could block the vote so she don't take the money. Because she was already co-mingling with their finances with Thornton and Dalton.
Well,
So
the meeting before that, they had not been able to get a quorum, but
that's when Chris and Carmen walked out.
yeah, but two people did show up. It must be Chris and Carmen. They
Yes.
showed up to just say that there was a quorum, and then they had this preacher preach, and the audience was turning their back, heckling the preacher. So I think that she had given this preacher a position where he was getting money too, and then had the nerves to have him come up and do the opening prayer. And I'm like, who does an
Right. Well,
opening
they terminated him last night. He was the one. Well, her boyfriend terminated last night. They terminated them and put them on a leave with pay.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh. Last night they had a meeting last night.
Wait a minute. The preacher is her boyfriend?
No, Kamal Woods is her boyfriend. He's supposed to be the youth. But now the preacher works there too.
Okay. So
Yeah, he works there too. He works for Thornton Township.
okay.
So with that being said, they both is not in their positions, working their positions, but they're making over 100,000
Yeah.
because they're being bodyguards to her. So they had the town hall meeting last night. They voted to put the insurance back into the city so that the seniors and stuff can have stuff, and to open the town up so they can get LIHEAP and all that kind of stuff.
And I this last meeting that I saw where the preacher preached in that whole 9 yard, they came, the two people came so they could officially have a quorum. And after that long prayer and all of that stuff, the guy raised his hand to adjourn the meeting. The other lady said second the motion, and they got up and left. And she was like, "You don't have the floor. You can't adjourn this meeting." And then she went on to a long thing about, I show up all the time. Now, I was watching these old white ladies who were reporters, and they put up on the camera. She has missed several meetings, especially the meetings where they hold special sessions, and she's Tiffany, what's her name?
Tiffany
Hanyard has missed
Yeah.
several meetings, and especially all the special meetings that they have had. And she's missed special meetings and regular meetings while she's sitting up there. I've been here all the time, and y'all bills ain't gonna get paid. How y'all gonna get to y'all doctor's appointment? How y'all gonna get to this, that, and the other? So she's up there trying to paint herself as perfect. And so that's what this all was about. They didn't want to have a quorum until they were able to vote in this new
Right.
person.
They had to have, you should really supposed to have 4 trustees, 3 to 4 trustees to have a quorum with everybody else. But what happened was she had so many people paid up on her payroll that the clerk could have made a vote to break the tie vote right there with Chris and Carmen and her and Everett, the old lady. When she was bullying the old lady last night. You gotta see Thornton Township meeting. She was bullying the lady to be on her side, which is illegal. An older lady, that's a trustee.
Wow. Let me
And
see
she
if
still have not answered for the trustee out of Dalton that allegedly videotaped and raped Fadia, which was her assistant that she fired.
I remember her fine. Oh,
Uh-huh.
Lord.
Yeah, there's video out with him.
Shit. Oh my God, they got people standing on table. Which one?
Listen, they tore the place up, and guess what? She jumped in the fight when they jumped on her boyfriend. She jumped in the fight. You'll see her with the blonde hair jump in the middle of the fight, of the men fight. Oh yes, it went down last night.
Oh my goodness, it's so many videos. So.
Listen, I've been following this story because I didn't know how I wanted to make my page. Do I want to do crafts? Because I do so much stuff. But I like politics too. So I'm kind of torn. But I've been watching this Dalton and Thornton Township for about a year. Jed Brown, who is an advocate, came to fight for them because they knew that Tiffany was stealing all the money.
Okay, so now 7 days ago, there's this one. It wasn't from last night. It says 7 days ago, Thornton Township Board fills in interim trustee position.
Right, that's Stephanie Wiedemann.
And Tiffany Henyard skips the meeting. So Tiffany wasn't even at that meeting when they
she wasn't there
7 days ago. Okay, so
right,
now
she wasn't there.
let me play a couple of clips from the news. News. I don't know which one's going to be the best. I'm trying to look from the thumbnail.
Look for
which one is going to be the best.
Look for ABC 7. I think it's ABC 7. I think it's ABC 7. Chicago.
Yeah, I see WGN. I don't see ABC 7. Let me see.
Or Fox 32 News. That's their news in Chicago.
Fox 32. Okay, let's watch. Okay, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen with you guys. Let's see what's going on in some local government. Okay. Girl,
and news from all over the world was there. That's how they've been on to this. News from all over the world. It was a hot ghetto mess.
Hot, embarrassing, hood rat ass mess. Look, and I heard, how come the FBI has been investigating her?
Right now they investigate. Well, it took them so long for Keith Freeman, which was her assistant. The one that went with her.
Him.
It took him a long time to get out of Tiffany Henyard's side to get on the FBI side because they got him on bankruptcy. Him and the chief of police.
Not bankruptcy. Wait a minute, not bankruptcy.
Yeah, him and Louis Lacey, who was the police chief.
Wait a minute,
they both was on bank fraud. Yeah,
bank fraud. Okay, hold on. Now, let's watch this.
We begin with breaking news. A fist fight breaks out at Tiffany.
Oh, God. I don't
Henyard's
know.
Thornton Township meeting tonight, and witnesses say.
Oh, my God. I don't know why my computer is refreshed.
Henyard herself jumped onto the pile.
Yeah, so take a look.
I don't know why it's playing like that.
At this video's all over social media tonight. It happened as
it's probably 1 million people downloading that video right about now. That's why.
What in the hell? Let me refresh this.
Township meeting tonight, and witnesses say Henyard herself jumped onto the pile.
Yeah, so take a look at this. Video's all over social media tonight. It happened as a community activist and frequent Henyard critic was speaking. He apparently insulted Henyard, calling her a name. That's when a witness says Henyard's boyfriend confronted him. That's when the chaos ensued. The witness says Henyard pushed her table out of the way, ran to the back of the room to join in. Police are there. We're going to keep you updated.
Oh, that's crazy and unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that they.
When I say it was a hot mess, oh my God. I was like, oh, yeah, it's just all over the news. It's all over the world. It's insane. She literally jumped on top of Jedediah Brown, slapped him in his face. He punched her. She hit her head on the table. It was insane.
Wow.
It was insane. It was insane. The guy.
Hold
All right, go ahead.
on. Let me share this one. This is more interesting. Oh, go ahead. The guy what?
Now see the lady right there, the lady right under YouTube cameras. That's the Lansing, Michigan paper. She was there. They always do stuff. You can look at it on there, and there's a lot of other people. You got a lot of YouTubers that got the whole out video.
Okay, so I'm showing news outlet videos. So
yeah, just show the news outlet video. Yeah, because they like to be accredited when you you know what I mean, when you use their stuff.
Breaking tonight in the south suburbs, a fight.
No, I'm using the news video.
Okay, yes,
because it's suitable for being shown. So YouTube don't
breaks
like
out
to
at the
show
Thornton
fights.
Township meeting during public comments.
WGN's Courtney Spinelli in South Holland now to show us what happened. Courtney.
Micah and Ray, this meeting was feisty from the very start, but things turned violent during that public comment when a brawl unfolded, putting an end to all of this as it spilled out into the parking lot and left people running out of the building. A board meeting turned brawl, prompting a police response and the meeting to end abruptly. Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard right there in the middle of it. Fists went flying after a man known for speaking out against Henyard made his feelings clear once again, but he wasn't the only one with something to say.
Are you always trying to call somebody else out? We're calling you out, William.
That's
You're
Vivian.
out of here, okay? You're out of here. You don't even live in the township.
Two Henyard allies that work for the township, including her boyfriend Kamal Woods and confidant William Moore, now on paid administrative leave after a board vote.
Retaliation. So again, thank you for the lawsuit.
Henyard combative throughout the meeting, especially toward board members that didn't side with her on votes. It was the first meeting for new trustee Stephanie Wiedemann, who also made it clear.
Now let me ask you a question.
Huh?
You hear?
Yes, I'm here.
This white man sitting beside her. I noticed.
Oh, he's the township lawyer. He's the township lawyer.
Okay. So I just said I never heard him say anything, but he seemed like he was in agreement with everything that she.
Wait a minute. Last night was the first time out of the whole 9 months I've been watching it. This is the first time he stuck up for the township. He talked so much that people had to congratulate him. They didn't even know he could talk. Now that's the one right there that you see right there, preacher. The black man I was just on it with the glasses and the gray. Yeah, he's the preacher. That's William Moore.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they moved.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering about him, because he just sat quietly. So now he's the attorney, and
yes, he's the attorney for the village.
And her sitting up there telling everybody, "I'm going to sue you. I will have." And you just heard her say, "Thank you for the lawsuit," which was a threat. I'm going to sue you. That's what she meant when she said, "Thank you for the lawsuit."
Well, right now she's dealing with. Right now, she's dealing with 48 lawsuits anyway, besides the 4 years with the people put in suing the township. Now, when you got the Frank Freeze, that's Carmen, and then you see the white lady next to her. That's Stephanie Wiedemann. That's the one that used to work for the old mayor. She's been doing it for 20 years. Tiffany didn't like her, so she fired her when she first got elected into office. The people rehired her back as the trustee, because the trustees have to vote in another trustee. She cannot appoint a trustee.
Okay, so who is that? The woman in the blue?
She is the clerk.
Hold on.
Okay.
Is she the old lady that was getting bullied, or was it a different lady?
No, that's the clerk that Tiffany locked out of her office and put everybody's tax information in the hallway. And that's her. That lady's been working there almost about 15 years.
Okay, let's finish the video.
Okay.
Now we got now this lady sitting next to Tiffany with the Jerry curl.
Now that
wait a
she's
minute.
okay.
Wait. Let me ask the question. First of all,
Okay.
the lady sitting next to her with the Jerry curl, what beauty shop did she go to even get this Jerry curl? But I digress. No, I saw her in the last meeting, and she seems like she's on Tiffany's side. That's is she?
She was on Tiffany's side till they threw her under the bus. She was. So you're missing a couple of meetings. They threw her under the bus when they tried to say Napoleon couldn't run for the supervisor of township, because he's running for the supervisor is why she's not on the ballot. He won the right to be the Democratic supervisor for this term coming up now in February and April.
Okay, so let's finish the video. See what else we talk about. Lord.
Here she's not bowing down to the self-proclaimed super mayor.
I don't trust the person in charge to take accountability for anything else that's going on.
Among the biggest agenda items to pass, insurance policies that had lapsed, prompting many services to be halted for close to 2 months. The township has been without insurance on general liability, auto property, and other policies.
Because all our buses will be out and running.
But lapsed insurance didn't stop township buses from being used to shuttle people to Hangard's Big Bingo Night in December. Still, this means doors open again to the public at the township's government building.
I don't know why it's doing this.
But you know what's the sad part about it?
Reaction from residents.
And that's all we've been asking for. Accountability.
Look, wait a minute. She talking shit. And you see that dude over there just smiling. They like, get up.
But you know what's the craziness was? They couldn't insure the township because she's unsurable. She's unreliable. That's why the township didn't have any insurance. She was an insurance risk.
No. I think that they couldn't insure because they couldn't get a quorum to get the vote to pay the bill. Now that
no. They went through the insurance.
Why do they have insurance now? They listen.
Listen. She's unsurable is why they had to get another person because Jerry Jones retired, which was the third trustee. So they had to wait till they got a quorum because she's unsurable. Won't no insurance company go by her name?
Oh, well, thank you.
No company will. Yeah, can you hear me? No company will no company would insure them with her name on there. She's unsurable.
Now, Armin Brown said yes, indeed, she's uninsurable. No company trusts her. Okay. Tiffany smiled and waved to get elected, and then immediately changed the first lady. The first day in, she didn't even let that seat get warm, and she turned into the devil.
She came in here like New Jack City about 4 or 5 months ago. She came in here dressed up
like Nino Brown and with the gold chain and talking
and with a fake dog. And not only that, one day she spent $43,000 in Amazon, right? So they Lori Lightfoot just came out with it with the rest of the findings. She took and built the ice ring, named it behind her daughter, and bought ice chips to make the ice ring that cost over $40,000 to an ice ring that nobody's skating in right now. Then she bought, and then her boyfriend, right? He bought a house that she gave them. The guy that was kicking that you saw up on the TV. He owns 12 houses, like dollar houses. They was able to get them free. So the boyfriend sold the property for $200 for 200,000. The people flipped it. Now the property worth 6.5 million, and they won't give them the liquor license because they trying to bully the people and getting the property back.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You slow down. They bought a dollar house for free. Okay, so they were selling
houses and properties
for $1, and they didn't even pay the dollar. Is that what you're saying? They didn't even pay the dollar,
right? Because they was her friends. They didn't pay the dollar or nothing. They end up with the properties. They call themselves flipping the properties. Kamal flipped the property to a couple, and they bought it for 200,000. When they saw how the couple built up, it's supposed to be a 5-star steakhouse. When they saw how they built it up, they came back and said, no, y'all can't have a liquor license. And they just went to court for that last week. And the judge held her into contempt. She's getting ready to go to jail if she don't give them that third liquor license.
Wow. So there's no, wow. Okay. So she wants to do so much for the township, but this is the
no. She wants to do so. She wants to do so much for her. She still has to answer for all that money. It's at 10. It's at what, 10 million now? Because they were at a surplus. Both townships were at a surplus before she got in there.
So hold on, slow down. So are you saying that they are in a deficit of $10 million now? Since she's been in there?
Well, Dorton Township should be somewhere between 8 and 10 million as of last week with as of Monday with Lori Lightfoot's findings. Thornton Township still have a surplus of almost about 5 million. So they're fighting to stop her from even touching their money because they do still have a surplus. Thornton Township.
Now, I'm gonna the Lansing Journal. These are the two women. These are the two women that I saw during the meeting that they showed up and walked out on. So let's see what they were at the meeting, and let's see what they have to say about what happened last night, because they're independent journalists. This brawl is not us. So let's see what they have to say. You want to hear this? Okay, let's go. Oh, Lord.
I am Melanie Youngsma, publisher of the Lansing Journal. I'm recording this on January 28, the night of the first Thornton Township.
I don't know why my stuff is...
meeting that included newly elected trustee Stephanie Weed.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to drop the link for this. I don't know why my stuff is buffering like this.
That meeting is all over the internet already because of what happened at the end.
I apologize. Go ahead and talk.
So Regina Walther, which is another reporter, just did a thing on the allegations.
All the good that was accomplished before that.
Hold on one second. Let me rebuff. Let me see if I can get this to play.
Hello, everyone. I am Melanie Youngsma.
It's not going to play right. Go ahead. I'm going to drop the link to this video. It's not playing right. This is the link right here. Now go ahead. What do you want to add?
So they were there at the meeting also. It probably scared them because they always be scared when they be there. But they've been there. That's been a news company for years in Lansing, Michigan, so Illinois. So it was insane. All I can say was insane. They're trying to get everybody that was under Tiffany Henyard. They're trying to get them out of there. Jason House is running for mayor in Dalton, and it's going to be insane.
Now, somebody in the chat has a question. They said, wait, what? The people who they sold it to did all the renovations and now they want that house back? Is that what you're saying?
They want the building back because the people tore the house down. They tore the house down and built a steakhouse. It's called St. Patrick's Steakhouse.
Hold on.
Okay.
So you mean the house is they had a house and they tore the house down and used the land and actually built a building, and it was a steakhouse. The building was not there. They built the building.
Yes. Mhm.
And now they want they want the building back.
They want it back because the people done built it up to like a couple of stories, and it's a 5-star steakhouse. It is beautiful.
Hold on. So now, since they they didn't do anything with it but sell it for $1, and now that they saw what it could have been, while they selling it for $1, they want to take. Did they even want to pay the people who
Listen,
built the
listen.
steakhouse?
Tiffany gave the dollar property to her boyfriend Kamal. He sold it to the investors for 200,000.
Right.
They knocked down they knocked down the house and built a 5-star steakhouse. It's supposed to be named Pat's. It's supposed to be a 5-star steakhouse. They already got liquor license for their stores that they already own there, but they wouldn't after they seen the groundbreaking in the building of the property. Kamal decided, I want that property back. So they was bullying the people without giving them their liquor license. So they took them to court last week and won, and she was held in contempt if she don't sign that third license that they need to have to open the building.
Okay, so since they won't get the property back, they are not allowing them to open the property, basically.
Right, because they need the liquor license.
After they spent all of this money, what kind of bullshit is this?
And the property now worth $6.5 million.
Of course, they want the property back. Are they willing to pay fair market value for the property? What the fuck did they want? How the fuck they want the property back? It's
No,
crazy.
you know what they said? They want to be part owner. How you gonna be part owner on money that I already bought this property and that me and my husband part owners? What are you talking about?
How you want to be part owner in something that you invested no money into, you didn't even want, but now you want to be part owners? So who they think they are? What is this? Some gangster shit?
Oh yeah, it's been gangster a long time.
Maybe she thinks she really is Wesley. Well, who was it? What, Nino Brown? Is she crazy?
She brought in Kiki Wyatt. She brought in Kiki Wyatt and someone else over the summer. Spent almost $150,000 and never got the okay to have it, and nobody really showed up for the thing in the park. Yeah, she's been stealing money, hiding money, everything. It's been insane.
Nobody showed up because they are against her.
First of all, when she does that big bingo, when y'all hear big bingo, this is how she's getting the seniors. She's doing big bingo. She picks them up. Now, you know, in bingo, you win a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there, or you might. She was giving out big screen TVs, washers and dryers, refrigerators, stoves. She was giving out everything to get the people votes.
Let's be clear. Okay, so that was the thing that I've heard also, is that the seniors she did so much for the seniors, so the seniors was the one who kept her in office. So now on the norm, washers and dryers, TVs, and these things, these may appear to be high ticket items, but you know, the mayor's office and different political office can get these things cheaper. So there's that.
And then she has no accountability for the township for the last 3 years. 2021, 22, and 23. They have not got no audits, no paperwork, no budgets, no nothing. She has not turned in anything. There's no accounting for the money.
I believe it. And that's probably what she buying the TVs and the washer and dryers for. I mean, you know, because if you're a big business, you can get things on the cheap. You can get things donated. You want to donate to the seniors for the bingo, you know, and that's a tax write-off for the company. You know, I wash your hand, you wash mine. Oh, she's into some shit. All of this work. I can see this. She's black. I can see her, the FBI waiting to get a good case
Oh
upon
yeah, they
her.
building the case on her now. The
Yeah.
FBI on her. They building the case now. They trying to see. They trying to see how many people now is going to turn against her, and it's hard to turn against her because they was a part of it. The only one really turned was Carmen and Keith Freeman. Out of all them goons that she got, like the big heavy set light skinned guy Keith Price, he's going down. Cribley going down. That's the guy that was with the TV kicking in stuff, kicking people in the head and stuff. All of them work for the township. Them her
Mm.
goons.
Well, all of them are going to be in jail, unfortunately, for extended period of time because they're not going to get no little simple ass charges. These are black people, and they act like they don't know, but it's just unfortunate that she didn't even have to do all of that. That's crazy. Oh my God. So she gonna get what her hands call for, and she gonna be sitting in jail for a long time.
A
She ain't
lot of
gonna
them
get a
is.
couple. She ain't gonna. A lot of them is. She ain't gonna get the little a few years like regular white collar criminals get. And there's not gonna be a president that pardons her. What like that uh what was his name that begins with a B? Who was the senator in Chicago? Uh,
Kwame
who went to
Brown.
jail? No, the senator in Chicago, who went to jail. His name begins with a B. Oh Lord, and somebody else was trying to sell his Senate seat. Barack Obama.
I
What
can't.
was that man's name? Uh,
Mm.
uh, I can't remember his name, but he was doing some crazy stuff, and he was a white dude, but he got a pardon. I think,
Well,
yeah,
she thinks she's
40,
going to get a pardon
40,
from Trump,
40 45 gave him a pardon.
and that's what she thinks. She thinks Trump going to give her a pardon. She said it. She think she going to ask him. She said it. She going to ask Trump for a pardon. It's going to be insane. Can you hear me, Ronnie Q? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. He was the governor. My husband was telling me that I got it wrong. He
Mm.
tried to sell Obama's Senate seat. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name though?
I
I
can't.
can't.
You know what? It's on
Yeah,
the tip of my tongue, but I can't. I can't.
I can't
But,
think of it either.
but yeah, she thinks Trump is going to pardon her. You know.
Why? She's not a. She's not. What? He may. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. This is crazy.
Look,
Yeah,
she
this is
literally
all
thinks
of this
she's
is
going to.
crazy.
She literally thinks she's going to win the election next week, and the only way she can win, she has to come in as a write-in, as a write-in ballot,
Why?
because they denied her when they did the Democratic caucus. They did the Democratic caucus a month ago, and she was voted out. And that's when they started saying, "Hey, hey,
Oh,
goodbye." They started screaming and
so
singing.
she didn't win. She didn't even win the Democratic
Nah, she didn't get the
caucus.
Democratic. Nah, yeah.
So she would have to come in. Oh, that's crazy. Well, I mean, I don't know why she thinks she's gonna win the election.
Armin Brown just Malkovich, Begovich, Armin Brown got a damn man.
Blagovich, Blagov,
Yeah,
uh,
right.
Rod
Yeah.
Blagovich. Yes, that's who it is. Thank you, Almond Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she really thinks she's going to win it because she's trying to get all the seniors in the towns to go vote for her, and she wants them to be she wants them to write her name in there. But what I couldn't understand is when they did the warrant list, right? She ordered seniors almost $75,000. They owed a cake lady $75,000 because she was giving cake to the seniors every time they did the big bingo and would drop cakes off to the seniors. How do you owe a cake
It's
place
the
$75,000?
tune was 75. Wait, man, she ain't paid. She ain't paid the.
She
Wait,
has not
I thought
paid
you mean.
nobody.
I thought you mean that she had a bill and she showed a receipt paying
She's not
$75,000.
showing no receipts, so they now have $6 million worth of debt, worth of checks that have not been to the people. She has not paid anyone because they don't have the money because the money's not there. She spent it.
Mm, wow.
So they're sitting on their desk with Miss Lori said, I think she said 595. checks is sitting in the office, was already deemed to be paid. There's no money to pay them because she spent all the money up.
Let me see what Amin is saying. The state's House Republicans delegation said in a statement, Blagojevic is the face of public corruption in Illinois, and not once has he shown any remorse.
Just like she don't show none either. And she has not shown any receipts. Any. The only receipts that was shown is what Lori Lightfoot showed.
What
And then she did a
goes for
backdoor
that.
deal with the trustees.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. And Lori Lightfoot is showing where she mismanaged money and spent money personally at Amazon and things like that. Are those the receipts that Lori Lightfoot is showing?
That they could find. That they could find.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for coming up with that. Now, what do you think? Now, let's change gears a little bit. What do you think about yesterday, Trump saying that he was going to cut off all public federal funding? And then, wait a minute, and then going after people were up in arms, Section 8, the Title I, pre-K, a whole lot of stuff in Medicaid, Meals on Wheels, a whole lot of funds are going to be cut off. And when it started being reported out exactly what that would affect, Pell Grants, all of this stuff was going to be affected. And then they came out and said that the media was lying on them, and they all of this is going to be taken care of, because he's so, in my opinion, he's so stupid that he don't even know what the federal government pays for. So he didn't think it was going to be a big thing, and he thinks that he has the right. See, these things have already been gone before Congress, who has the purse, and been approved. This is money that has been approved by Congress to spend, but he thinks that he can say, no, I'm going to halt this money that you guys have approved, and you guys are going to have to report to me why your programs deserve to get the money, and I will decide if you get this money. It's not his job to decide, because it's Congress' job, and they've already decided. What do you think about this?
Well, here's big facts. They think that we getting the bulk of the money, but we not. So when that thing happened the other day, and them folks, them Caucasian folks, saw that all they stuff get ready to go. Because see, you'd be surprised how many folks is on Section 8. Okay, that's not our color. That's not our color.
And I'm not
okay,
surprised.
so let's hit that fact. Let's hit that known fact right there.
Hold on. No, I'm not surprised. I'm fully aware of that. See, the most of the nation, it would be surprised, because they always try to put welfare, the welfare person being Black people who are not doing anything, when in fact it is way more of them on welfare, Section 8, food stamps, all of this than Black people.
And that's why when they froze that thing, you see what happened. When they try to freeze it, you see what happened, right? We couldn't have made no moves for them to get it right back. So you know who had to get it right back? Their color.
Hold on. Deanna Duncan, I am aware that no, the judge did not overturn it, because it's an executive order. What the judge did was put a hold on it. It was supposed to go into effect at 5 p.m. last night. The judge only put a hold on it till Monday. It has not been overturned. Go ahead, say what you want to say.
And another thing too, everybody that now, be careful going abroad somewhere, because they now got 25 cities that countries we can't go to. So everybody got to be careful when they going abroad on these trips and stuff, because you might not be able to come back here.
Now,
because when he took some of that was for travel too. You know, he got a travel ban.
I haven't heard of any travel ban.
Yeah, he got a travel ban. Everybody got to be careful going into it. Like I said, I watch Midas Touch. I watch a lot of them go political. I watch a lot of that stuff. So,
but I haven't seen anything about a travel ban anywhere. Let me see. I have not seen anything about any travel ban.
Oh yeah, you got to
And
be careful.
I know that people with dual citizenships have to be careful.
Now I'm
That
gonna tell
I
you
do
now.
know.
Now my brother, I will tell you this. My brother is a retired colonel, over 40 years, and what my brother said, because he has dual citizenship, you can go to these countries that you might want to go to, but if you have a pension in the United States, you only want dual citizenship so you can stay a few years and then come back home. But if you go full citizenship in these countries, you will lose all your pension and stuff because you didn't make your money in their country. So people have to think about that when they do that.
Yeah, that's true. I had to check to see if I was on mute. Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Now they are work. Now they are offering all federal workers a buyout opportunity. I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah. Now they want to buy him out because they couldn't just say, okay, we're going to send you home on paid leave. Now they want to buy him out. That's for the people that's probably already into retirement, almost close to retirement.
But no. It's not, it don't have nothing to do with no
So he's saying
retirement.
everybody, even people that started a year ago or 2 years ago, he's going to buy them out for what? How many years though? For the years of their service? So are they
Hold
doing it
on.
by the years of their service?
I don't know. I this is the first of me hearing about it. The main problem about it is what he did was against the law. What he
Oh
did
yes,
was
definitely, because he has no control over the money balance,
what
and
he
that's
did.
what he think
No,
he does, but he
no,
don't.
no, 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 no. He has no control over the law that says that he must give them X amount of days, and he has no control over what it is that they must do to be fired because they are civil servants. Everything that he did was against the law. That's why there are lawsuits out about this. You cannot just summarily fire people. And he actually wrote in the memo that basically he was firing them because they could not be trusted to be loyalists to him,
All
and
we can
that's
do,
against the law.
all we can do for the next 4 years is buckle down. We already know how to struggle. We came from struggle. So what's gonna happen is these folks
No,
that,
no, 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 no,
huh?
no, no. Mm-mm. I disagree. Uh, you can buckle down and keep your head down, and he's going to continue to do what he's doing. They have had. I talked about this. They have a 180-day playbook that has come from Russell Volt. He is one of the
Mm-hmm.
architects of Project
Project year
2025.
2025. Yep.
Okay, let me share my screen with you. This is even before he got elected. I remember I have played the clip I don't know how many times of Ayanna Presley questioning people from Project 2025 exactly what is the playbook for the first 180 days. They would not answer her. So I want to share this. I'm going to share this article with you guys real quick. And I'll drop the link for this article. Let me share this article. Okay. A chief architect of Project 2025 is ready to shock Washington if Donald Trump wins a second term. So this came out. And who is this chief architect? No other than Russell Volt. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
now, this came out in August of 2024, and people act like they are unaware of any of this. Remember, they tried to say that he didn't know anything about Project 2025. Russell Volt sounds like a general marshaling troops for combat when he talks about taming a woke and weaponized federal government. And what is in a lot of his orders? What is the defense secretary talking about ending wokeness? Even in this letter where he said he was going to suspend federal funds, they talked about wokeness. Here's the article for yourselves. I'm just going to read a little piece of it that I want you guys to really understand that all of this has been in the works. Ayanna Presley were asking them what did they have in store for the first 180 days. We are look at what has happened in the first 8 days. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right here, a chief architect of Project 25, the controversial conservative blueprint to remake the federal government, Voight is likely to be appointed to a high-ranking post in Trump's second term. Now, Trump has nominated him to be over the OMB, Office of Management and Budgets. So he has nominated him for that. So that they are right about that. Okay, and he has been drafting so for a and he's been drafting a so far secret 180-day transition playbook to speed the plan's implementation to avoid a repeat of the chaotic start of the dog Trump's first term. This is the architect of the 180-day plan. So I gave you guys the article, but now I hope this shit shares properly. Hold on, I want to share this. Okay, yes, this is the one. You want to hold on?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
I also want to. Now he's been nominated. I showed you some of his confirmation. Where he went before Congress to be confirmed. Let me show you this. This what happened yesterday after they had to come back on some of the things that would not be funded because. Okay, let me show you this. Jake Tapper interview with the architect of putting kids in cages, Stephen Miller, one of the most racist person, in my opinion, that is on the team. So listen carefully what Stephen Miller says. He's such an
idiot.
Okay. I hope this shit plays right.
Today, the White House is trying to reassure Americans that this order goes into effect.
So there was a lot of confusion when this order came out because of what was printed in the email about this order. So then when they realized, oh, wait a minute, people are upset about this. No, we never said that this wouldn't be taken away. We said they did. The only thing that they specifically said that would not be touched was Social Security and Medicare, things that go directly to the people. So Social Security and Medicare, those are checks go directly to the people. But let's be clear, Medicare, most of the money goes to states because states issue Medicare. They just don't give you a whole block of money here to pay for your doctor's appointment. No, they pay the states, and the states cover you with insurance. So you'll still get your check. The whole Medicaid website went down yesterday because they get federal funds to finance them. So
and did you notice
they tried to make it seem like people were making a mistake. No, you said that everything that goes to the person personally, which is their personal check, but everything else about Medicaid went down yesterday. Go ahead.
But did you notice yesterday when they did that, what happened was a lot of people, Medicaid was already messed up anyway, and they was trying to implicate that. And when they went to go to the doctors and stuff, a lot of that stuff wasn't covered.
I don't know anything about that, but I don't know about that. I'm talking about this particular issue. I don't know nothing about all of that, but let's listen to what this idiot has to say.
Okay.
Oh, God.
At 5 p.m., about 33 minutes from now, is not as sweeping as it first appeared, but a group of nonprofits are already suing the Trump administration over the move. Joining us now to hopefully provide some clarity is Stephen Miller, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy and a Homeland Security Advisor for President Trump. Stephen, good to see you again. Thanks for joining. So,
hey, my friend, good to see you.
A White House memo just issued this afternoon says that the pause does not affect Medicaid. It already had clarified that it didn't affect Social Security or Medicare.
What do bananas have to do with nitric oxide level?
But the Medicaid website portal is experiencing an outage, and the White House press secretary this afternoon was not able to say whether Medicaid would be affected or not. So let's just walk through this because obviously there's confusion.
So they specifically asked, she came out for the first time, the first presidential briefing, and they specifically asked her, will Medicaid be affected? She didn't even know, but they tried to act like it was some confusion because of the media. They asked her, the press secretary. Let's continue. Oh, God, I hate this.
Is this pause going to affect Medicaid?
It does not affect any service that the government is required to provide. It does not affect any entitlement. It does not affect any service to citizens. It does not affect any individual benefit, any public assistance program, or anything of that nature.
Okay, so that's
very glad for the chance to explain what's going on here. In fact,
okay, so he's lying. He's lying. He absolutely is lying. He said I'm going to read you what the memo said. The only thing that they said specifically it did not affect was Medicaid and Social Security that went to the people themselves. So, like I said, a lot of Medicaid is paid to the states. Like I said, all of these programs like Section 8, Meals on Wheels, getting people to and from and around the city who are poor and disenfranchised, the money does not go to these people personally. It goes to these agencies. So he's lying. Let's continue.
I can actually give you some backstory I think you'd find very useful, Jake. So we found after the president had issued a pause on funding to NGOs that were settling illegal immigrants, we found that bureaucrats at HHS were trying to funnel billions more dollars to those resettlement agencies and tried.
Okay, so now what he's saying, he's lying. He's absolutely lying. So he's saying that they did all of this because agencies that were giving money to illegal immigrants, they did all of this according to him because these agencies were trying to find ways around it to still give money to illegal immigrants. Do you hear this bullshit? Let's continue.
To get around the executive order, it became clear that bureaucrats were still trying to funnel unapproved discretionary grants of funds to their pet projects. So OMB, led by Russ Vought, felt it was necessary to protect taxpayer resources.
OMB led by who? Did you hear who he said? OMB led by Russ Vought?
No. Yeah. I think.
I want you guys to hear what he's saying and understand and why I don't watch for-profit media. Let's continue.
Discretionary grants of funds to their pet projects. So OMB, led by Russ Vought, felt it was.
Okay, so OMB led by Russ Vought. Russ Vought was the article that I just showed you, who had the 180-day plan, and that which they would not even disclose to Congress. Let's understand that. Let me show you this. They said that the OMB run by Russ Vought. Let me show you this. This is what, and that's why I caught this. You mean to tell me that Jake Tapper didn't catch this shit? Very simple shit.
Well, what's the other one on? What's the other one that?
Hold on. You mean to tell me Jake Tapper didn't catch that they have not even had a vote on Russ Vought? He is not the over OMB. He is not even they have not confirmed him to be over OMB, Office of Management and Budgets. They have not even voted. They've had his confirmation hearing, and so he is telling you that Russ Vought has decided that this is how it should go. I do believe that Russ Vought is the one who decided this is how it could go, because you saw the article back in August said that he wanted to have shock and awe if he got a second term. So he's not even over the OMB yet. They haven't even confirmed him, and they are taking his suggestions. And that now you fucked up when you said that. He ain't even been confirmed. And let's look at the letters that were sent out. Is that the first? No, let's listen. Let me see. Let me find the first page of the letter that was sent out saying that they were going to put a freeze on them. It says from Matthew Vaeta, Matthew J. Vaeth, acting director of Office of Management and Budget. So you heard him say Russ Vought said it. Russ Vought hasn't even been confirmed. And in the letter, it came from the acting director. He's holding the place until they get a director, which they want to be Russ Vought. Okay, so that's why I don't watch for-profit media, because that was something easy to hem this motherfucker up on. Okay. No, what do you want to say about this?
What I wanted to say was, it's gotten so crazy that what's the anchorman for CNN that quit last night?
I played that last night. What was his name? I got his name mixed up. I played
And he been there for years.
18 years, and he quit on air because he was the only one who gave this administration. What was his name?
Oh
Jim
my
Acosta.
God.
Jim Acosta.
Yeah, Acosta.
He was the only one who gave pushback because this for-profit media want to whitewash everything that this administration is doing to the public's detriment. This is why I tell people you need to seek out your media. That this man just straight up lied. This presidency is taking the advice of unelected people who have not even been confirmed for their seats. This is the type of shit that I'm telling you. This is why I always try to give you information, drop links, drop you the real information that's going on, because your regular media is bullshitting us. Now, Jim Acosta quit live on air. Jim Acosta was the only one that gave this administration pushback in a large degree. Probably would have caught this when he's sitting up here telling us that somebody who is not even in the administration was the one who said that this should be done. And now they're trying to come back and say, oh no, they didn't mean to touch all these programs. I'm going to drop the link, let you guys finish this. I didn't even go any further than that. And unfortunately, something is going on where I keep getting stalled out in playing my video. So I don't want to waste my time. I will look at it later, but I want to drop the link to this video here for you. Acosta left live on air, girl. Yes, he's gone. He quit CNN live on air because CNN announced that they were rearranging things because their ratings are so low. They are doing different things with their shows. Now, Acosta show was doing quite well in the ratings. Real good.
Yes, he was in the morning. You know, he came in the morning, and then when he gave them opposition, they put him at 10 o'clock at night.
No. Acosta was doing real well. His ratings was doing good, and they put him at a midnight slot.
Right at night. Yes,
at midnight slot. That's what they did, and he went live and he addressed it. Let me. I will play that after I play this. I will play Jim Acosta. Now I want you to hear the confirmation for Russell Vought. These questions that should be, he's not even been confirmed, and they just let it out the bag that they are taking whatever he say to do. This is what's being done. The author of one of the session of Project 2025. Let me let you. I played this last week, and I played this for a reason. And I played this that we should be afraid, be very afraid. Let me
All right,
Let me
while
play
you're doing that, I
this.
want to say this. This is why I like your channel. Because, see, it's not all about this stuff that people like. Yeah, be second, yeah. But you got to be educated also in the world and find out what's going on before it's too late. And that's why I look at your channel.
Thank you, and I appreciate you
And
looking
keep
at
up
my
the good
channel.
work. Keep up the
Now,
good work. Keep
are
up
you
the good work.
Are you staying up or are you stepping down?
No, but I'm just saying, I just want to
Oh,
encourage you to
okay.
keep up the good work.
I will. Now
Because you need to know this.
I played this for you last week. This is a confirmation of Russell Vogt. Senator Blumenthal is questioning him about will he follow the Constitution. So what 47 did yesterday was against the Constitution because Congress has already allocated those funds, and the executive branch of government has no right to take away what has been allocated by Congress. For those of you who need civic lessons, but you guys are so, not you guys here, of course, the people are so interested in bullshit that they think that, he's trying to be, in my opinion, a dictator. So let's hear his confirmation, a little piece of it. Let's listen. Oh, God.
As you know, in the closing days of the last session, the United States Congress...
Hold on. I got it on too fast. Hold on.
By overwhelming majorities, approved disaster relief funding going to the Department of Agriculture, as well as FEMA, for disaster relief all around the
Oh my God.
country. Will you commit to releasing those funds?
Okay, here's the link to this, just in case.
That ain't nothing but the devil. It don't want you to deliver the message.
Areas that depend on.
Let me refresh. Auntie Donna said that her internet has been messing up for the.
Willingness to come back. Thank you also to your family. As you know, in the closing days of the last session, the United States Congress, by overwhelming majorities, approved disaster relief funding going to the Department of Agriculture, as well as FEMA, for disaster relief all around the country. Will you commit to releasing those funds promptly and fully to the areas that depend on that disaster relief funding?
We will continue to release the money that's appropriately been funded for these areas, as we always have with regard to the FEMA dollar.
Did you hear that caveat that we will continue to release the money that has been appropriately? See, did you hear the word that has appropriately been, see, that's the caveat. That's a no. So the answer to that is we're going to distribute that money however we choose. To
the states that voted for them. To the states that voted for them.
They are not the arbiters of if it's appropriate or not. That's why it goes before Congress. Let's continue.
So the answer is yes.
Yes, we will continue to do what we did in the first
You won't continue because you're not yet in office. You will release that money fully and promptly to the agencies that can provide that relief. For example, the $31 billion, I believe it is, for
Ukraine,
the Army Corps and the Agriculture Department, the $2.2 billion for the Small Business Administration, $29 billion for FEMA. These are specific amounts. How about the $3.8 billion left for security assistance to Ukraine? Will you release that money?
Now. So yesterday there was a freeze on all of that. All of this money has already been approved by Congress, but they have put a freeze on all of that as well. Let's continue.
Again, Senator, I'm not going to get ahead of the policy process of the incoming administration, but when it comes to responding to the disasters, the president has always been someone that cares deeply about these areas and getting them.
I'm talking about the Ukraine funding, which I believe is essential.
I'm not gonna get ahead of the policy of the president. Who gives a fuck about the policy of the president? This money has already been allotted for these things, and you can't give a simple yes or no. Well, I can't get no. And he's not even in office, but they are taking his suggestions. He has not been confirmed, but that's exactly what they're doing. Let's continue.
The Congress believed it's vital. It's been authorized and appropriated. Will you release that remaining $3.8 billion?
Again, Senator, I'm not going to get ahead of the president on a foreign policy issue of the magnitude of the situation with regard to Ukraine.
Let me ask you, do you believe the Impoundment Control Act is constitutional?
No, I don't believe it's constitutional. The president ran on that view.
So he doesn't believe that it's constitutional. And the president also ran on that view. Does that matter? No, it don't matter because it's law. You can disagree with it, but you cannot withhold money that has been approved in Congress, who holds the purse strings, because you disagree with a law that has been upheld all throughout every court up into the Supreme Court. But you saw what they did yesterday. Okay, let's see what he has to. We're going to see about these constitutional things that they feel that are unconstitutional. But let's continue.
That's his view, and I agree with.
Have you read Train versus New York? That's the United States Supreme Court saying it is constitutional. You're saying that you're going to just defy the courts, the Office of Legal Counsel, under both administrations, including then Attorney Rehnquist, afterward becoming Supreme Court Justice, wrote for the office.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, people. I don't know. But I want you to
Legal
hear
Counsel,
this.
you are simply going to take the law into your own hands.
I did not say that, nor did I imply that on behalf of the incoming administration. I said earlier to a question from Senator Peters that the incoming administration was going to take the president's view on this, as he stated in the campaign, work it through with the lawyers of the Department of Justice, some of whom who are coming before Congress just today.
What you got to work through with the Department of Justice. If this is the law of the land, we're gonna work it through with the. No, you're gonna do what you're supposed to spend the money on. So they're telling you right now that they plan to do whatever they want to do. If it's constitutional, if it's set law, whatever they want to do. Let's continue.
If confirmed, and to put that through a policy process, and I can't prejudge that policy process, but I certainly can't.
They're going to put it through a policy
announce
process.
The parameters of what it would produce.
And I can't tell you what will happen after it goes through our policy process.
And aghast that someone in this responsible a position would, in
He said, I'm astonished and aghast.
effect, say that the president is above the law, and that
I'm astonished and aghast that
the
somebody
United States Supreme Court is entitled to their opinion.
I'm astonished and aghast.
But mine should supersede it. It's just.
And that's exactly what he's saying. That he said, I'm astonished and aghast that somebody in this such high of a position, which means seeking such high of a position, would say whatever about law, the Supreme Court law. If there is somebody who is willing to come up and play these links for me, I would have greatly appreciated it, because this is something real important that you guys need to know. This guy has not been confirmed yet, and we see what he had planned in this 180 days of the new Trump administration, and we see they are doing exactly that. We see that they are saying that he was the one who decided that they will do a federal freeze, and then when they start getting backlash, because I guess they believe that most people who use these federal funds are Black people, because they want to present us as all of these welfare queens and all of this. Then they had to double back and like, oh no, we didn't mean that was going to be affected. Oh no, we didn't need this was going to be affected. But they meant everything. I read, I'm not going to read the letter again today. I read the letter. I showed you that the letter did not come. It came from the acting MOB, not MOB. It came from the acting, not the actual, not this guy Vogt, who they have up to be over the, what is it? The Office of Management and Budget, OMB.
And
So
what's the sad part about it, Ronnie, is that they got the House, the Senate, they got the Supreme Court, they got everything already patented. So with this guy being so, like, he's saying like, listen, this is already in the bag. This is what y'all gonna get. So y'all might as well go ahead and take it for what it's worth, because we got everything. They got everything across the board, and it's going to be up to them to fight this thing. And hope the Supreme Court will have a change of mind, because already know they get paid.
No. They want it to go to court because they feel that they have a Supreme Court that will change it for them, because the Supreme Court has already, in that case that they had before them about presidential rights, they have already said that he can do anything that he chooses to do, and it's as long as he feels this it's within his presidential power, nobody can say anything different. So why do you think that they are trying to get the freezing the Civil Rights Department, trying to do all of these things that they know that there is already set law for, because they know they're going to get sued, and they're going to try to take it to this Supreme Court who says that anything that he thinks is presidential, he cannot be found to have committed a crime for. That's what they want. That is the plan.
Absolutely.
And hold on. With that being the plan, they want to, this is trillions of dollars that have been allocated. So also in that memo, they said Social Security and Medicaid that goes to the individual people will not be touched. They also had a caveat of we will review things on a case by case basis. So now all the other agencies, you have to submit paperwork into us why your program is viable, why you should get this money that has been allocated already by Congress that we can't touch, but you're going to have to tell us why we should give you this money. But it said that certain cases, they will go on a case-by-case basis. Do you think that they're talking about not giving the money that they give to welfare queens like Elon Musk? No, he's going to get his money. Do you think that they are talking about all these corporations that get money from the government? Do you think that they're talking about not giving them their money? No, that's why they put that caveat in there that they will review things on a case-by-case basis in some cases, because they are going to give that trillions of dollars to all of this corporate welfare. But you poor motherfuckers, y'all got to prove your worth, even though the money is there for you. That's all I want.
Yeah, okay. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I totally agree.
Okay, I'm going to try to play one. I'm going to drop the link for this last one. It was really good, but unfortunately, I can't. My links are stalling, and I don't want to be. Hold on. I don't want to have you guys up here for too long. Hold on. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I pray this one. Yeah, it may not play. Look at it. It ain't even coming.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a great sale.
But you know who I would have liked to see to be the president and the vice president? If I could throw that out while you're doing it. Jared Malkovich and Jamie Raskin. I would have loved to see them, Raskin be the president and Jared Malkovich be the vice president. They know the constitutional. They know the constitutional law and everything.
I don't know who Jared is, but I know who Jamie Raskin is.
Yeah.
Okay, let me play this.
And he was a constitutional lawyer, Raskin.
Okay.
All 50 states of this country by just announcing that they were stopping all the things the government does, all the things the government funds. And I mean, you could see it, the effects of this ripple out across the country. Columbus, Ohio, Columbus Dispatch. Millions in funding at risk as Columbus nonprofits scramble to deal with Trump pause. The Oregon Capitol Chronicle. Oregon officials.
Oh, God.
Scrambling to respond to Trump order freezing many federal funds.
I'm dropping this link in the chat.
In Alaska, the Anchorage Daily News, catastrophic for a state like ours. Alaska governments and nonprofits react to federal grant funding freeze. Florida, the Miami Herald,
now they said
confusion in Miami over federal grant freeze. Channel 10 in Miami-Dade County. Miami-Dade officials very concerned about federal funding freeze. Idaho grant recipients scrambling for clarity after federal freeze. Nebraska officials assessing impact of very concerning Trump funding freeze order. Illinois shut out of Medicaid as Trump enacts temporary freeze on federal funds. Trump order puts $700 million in grants on pause for Louisiana schools. Maine housing authorities can't access funds after Trump's federal grants freeze.
Wow.
So the bad news is bad, right? This is them dismantling the government. And it's not because they think there's a nice, smaller government in there somewhere that they're trying to find. This is them dismantling and trying to get rid of the American system of government.
Period.
That's the bad news. The good news is they're not all that good at this. And we saw that today in the inexplicable, unlawyered, clumsy language of this two-page order to stop all federal funding. That order directed, for example, that the Green New Deal funding must stop. The Green New Deal is a years-old piece of proposed legislation that never actually passed. The inexplicability, the sort of bumper sticker style language of the stop all the funding order is why so many of the initial headlines about the impact of this today focused on the confusion, the lack of clarity, nobody really having any idea what exactly the Trump administration was shutting down. And that was true in blue states, that was true in purple states, that was true in red states. As members of Congress and governors and former government officials.
Hold on with us.
And members of the press started putting it together, started circulating lists of all the things that this Trump order was shutting down. The White House themselves appeared to be fairly bewildered by the news that this was, in fact, the stuff that they were shutting down. Like, oh, really? We're shutting down veterans' homeless shelters? We are? We're shutting down
And so they didn't even know. They didn't even know what they were shutting down with this broad notice. And then when all of this uproar came, they said that the media was creating the confusion. No, they didn't even know what they were shutting down their goddamn selves. Kind of like those executive orders where the guy sitting up there with a stack of executive orders. This is the order for deweaponizing our government, and he take the fucking folder, didn't even look at what he was signing, talking to the press, and signed it, and then showed the picture of the fucking signature and got the next one. This is for X, Y, and Z. He never read any of this, like kind of like the executive order where he released all those January 6th people. And then when a reporter asked him, well, why did you release this person who did this to the cop? And well, I'm gonna have to review it. Well, you're gonna have to review it. He's already out of jail. Per you giving him a pardon. Well, shouldn't you have reviewed that prior to letting him out of jail? Let's continue.
And poultry inspections? We're shutting down school breakfasts, school lunches. We're shutting down home heating assistance. It's January 28th. We're shutting down housing assistance, including rent vouchers, which is how people pay their rent. First of the month when the rent is due is Saturday. We're shutting down food stamps, the SNAP program. Millions and millions and millions of Trump voting Americans get SNAP. Millions of Americans of all stripes. The WIC program, that's food specifically for pregnant and postpartum women and their infants. Childcare, Head Start, suicide hotlines, child abuse investigations, supporting law enforcement, rape crisis centers, Medicaid, which is health insurance for millions of Americans, including especially disabled people, old people, and oh, by the way, it covers 40% of all births in America. And this isn't stuff that they were like proposing to not reauthorize or like asking Congress to cut. They said that money was cut off as of today.
5 o'clock yesterday.
And after the Trump White House started to realize that those were all the things they had just shut down, there was a hue and cry and a huge pushback all over the country. And what happened? The Trump White House backed down and tried to say that, oh, this wasn't what they had meant to do, that no, Medicaid wasn't being shut off. Where'd you hear that? Yeah, tell that to the states that all day couldn't access any Medicaid payments. Again, after a hue and cry and huge pushback, they changed their mind, or rather changed their explanation and said, oh, no, we didn't mean that. Pell Grants and federally supported student loans, those won't be included. Well, they certainly appeared to be on the list this morning. But then after the hue and cry and the pushback, they tried to say, oh, no, they never were. The White House apparently had no idea what was going to turn off when they flipped that switch today. Shut down the government. By the way, what's the government? Ready, fire, aim. This White House had no idea what the impact was of what they were doing. And so they spent all day taking more and more and more of it back as people told them what they had just done and pushed back hard. Later in the day, they put out a new directive insisting, oh, no, we didn't mean food stamps. SNAP isn't being stopped. Oh, we didn't mean that. Oh, and neither are funds for small businesses and funds for farmers and Pell Grants and Head Start and rental assistance, quote, and other similar programs. Anything that sounds good that people might get mad about, we didn't mean that. We just meant government, which sucks, right? We didn't mean all the stuff that people use and like and need.
If you stop driving at night because of vision problems,
I apologize.
That meant everybody That meant everybody that looked over those programs didn't look all the way through the files and see what it included, and they just went on to cut it.
No, that means they didn't give a fuck, and they knew. Trump didn't know. Trump surely didn't know, but Voight knew. The one who they listen. This is the plan. They knew. They absolutely knew. And then when they start getting a backlash from it, you saw. I showed you the article. He wanted shock and awe to change things in the first 180 days. He's not even confirmed yet. This is where they took their marching orders from. How do we know? Because Stephen Miller told us, even though he has not been confirmed. This is what they want. They want to tear down government. They want to create chaos in the United States. They have already approved the enemies. I forget the something Enemies Act, which allows for our military to be on our street. We've already heard that 45, 47, when they were doing a peaceful protest in Washington, D.C., asked could they have some green berets set upon the protesters. We already heard that he asked the Secretary of Defense, could they just shoot the protesters in the leg? And now the new Secretary of Defense didn't rule that out. He said, you didn't see the people jumping over the gates and starting fires at the church. I was there when they asked him that question. He tried to act as if, well, they needed to be shot in the legs. They asked him, would you do it if he, and the actual Secretary of Defense at that time said, are you crazy? I'm not doing that. But when this new confirmed said Pete Hedgewich was asked, he said, you didn't see, I was there. I saw people jumping over the fence and they started a fire at the church. So that means he will do it because he's a loyalist, in my opinion. That's what.
But wait a minute, I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit for you. It is funny, but it's not funny. They cut off the farmer stuff too, right? Which means the people that works for the farms, right? Either they being deported or the farmers don't have anything, right? What were they thinking at this time in our country that if they send all them people back, who's going to work the farms?
Those are black jobs. Didn't you hear him?
No, it's not. Because guess what? Look, no, it's not. Because guess what? I'm gonna be Miss Minnie. Look, I'm gonna be Miss Minnie on the help. You want a piece of cake? You want a piece of cake? I'm not picking nothing.
But no, I'm just telling you. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to be really serious right now.
No, I'm serious. But they meant that. But who's going to pick those vegetables and stuff?
I'm trying to be serious right now. He feels that those are black jobs, and do you think the prison population is not going to be put out there? Do you think more black people will not be put in prison so they can have the people? Y'all forget about the prison population that we have, and y'all forget that he feels that these are black jobs that Mexicans are taking away from us. And there was an argument on Abby Phillips yesterday, and this guy said exactly the same thing I said. I am tired of them trying to act like these are jobs that Americans don't want to do. Because you look at the construction industry that had plenty of unions that people were making good money and could live a good lifestyle off of. What did they do? They undercut the construction worker by bringing in all of this cheap labor. America loves cheap labor. It's the people that hire love cheap labor. And California is all burnt up, but they saying they are eliminating all of the people who build stuff, who all of these companies hire so they can have cheap labor at the point where California is. Do you think they getting? This is a shock and awe. All of this television camera, Dr. Phil on these raids and shit. Well, what do you think they're gonna do when big business need to hire people? But not nan corporation person, a store owner or anything is being wrangled up. None of these Asians are being wrangled up.
Well, guess what?
Because
in Lee County.
hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Because many of them are being hired by tech companies who also want cheap labor. Elon Musk already showed you that he wants cheap labor too, by bringing these people over from a third world country like India to work for $70,000 and live in an apartment with 6 to 8 other engineers and work ungodly hours for him for their visas, and if they lose their job or visa, they got to go back home. $70,000 is real good money and to not have to pay rent out of that $70,000 and be able to send that money back home where it's gonna be worth so much more in their third world country. Child, this is a whole grift. Go ahead.
All right, what I was going to say in South Carolina, right? Lee County Prison, they've been doing this for years. Their prisoners already cleans the highway, grow vegetables, grow trees. That's always been like that in South Carolina. So that's what they're going to do. You're going to get 3 hots in a cot, but you're going to clean them highways like they've been doing. Lee County Prison, anybody go to South Carolina, do not get locked up because they've been doing that. And South Carolina has always been, that kind of state. Yeah, the prisoners are not just standing there. They are doing the work, picking gardens, growing gardens, and everything. And a lot of people don't know it. This stuff has always been into place.
No, in Lee County. I'm talking about
in Lee County, South Carolina. Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Lee County Prison.
I got it. I'm talking about nationwide. I'm talking about why that they look at people, why they can say that Kamala Harris was a DEI hire. Why they can say the first Black woman appointed to the Supreme Court is a DEI hire. Why they can say that Kamala Harris is unintelligent. Why they can say all of these people, we're going to make every job a merit-based job and we're going to get rid of DEI because they look at these jobs that Black people were able to ascend to, that they earned, that they were competent in, and they look at them as nothing but a nigger that needs to be out in the field in Black jobs. These people don't have jobs on their merit. It's about DEI. They don't deserve these jobs over a unqualified Pete Hedgewich, who I'm going to make sure all the generals, everything's going to be on a merit base and everybody's going to be reviewed. How you going to review a general when you ain't never been a general? Let's keep it clear. Let's keep it a buck. So
yes,
this is
so what I'm saying is now.
Hold on. This is not about one state, one county in one state. This is about national policy. Go ahead.
So now all the jobs that they got rid of, that was DEI, right? This is the question now. So people with master's degree, PhD degrees and everything. So now when they go to apply for these jobs now, they're going on their merit and not the DEI. So which means they should be able to get the job for real now, right?
No, what I mean is for real now that they think that they are under. Do you know how many people who have master degrees who are working under managers and supervisors who only have bachelor degrees right now with the DEI, when the DEI was in effect, because they're Black and the other person is white in hiring? Why do you think we need DEI in the first place? It's many people with master's degrees who don't get hired for the positions that they should be and get fired because the people who are in their position that they should have are threatened that they will take their jobs because they have more education and because they in fact know that they should have their job.
True and facts. You're right.
Let's finish this.
Yep, you're right.
Government. They are trying to get rid of all federal employees. Just throwing a brick through the window on everything the government does. Their aims appear to be as bad or worse than anybody predicted or imagined, even after they picked J.D. Vance. That's the bad news. But the good news is that they're bad at what they're doing, and that there is loud and outraged pushback. and it is pushing them back. The pushback is happening all across the country, red states and blue states. We are about to see the impact of that in Washington. Democrats in the House today called an in-person emergency all hands on deck in Washington meeting tomorrow to plan a response that they say includes not just legislation and communication, but also litigation. That emergency all hands on deck meeting today called by Hakeem Jeffries, the Democratic leader in the House. Today, a lawsuit brought by Democracy Forward has blocked the funding freeze already. It is blocked at least until next week. You know the group Indivisible? They've been doing big, impressive organizing meetings all over the country this week. Look at these pictures of their numbers that are turning out at their meetings right now. These organizing meetings, again, all over the country. Indivisible is calling on Democratic senators in response to what Trump has just done, telling them what Trump has just done here in this last couple of days is so extreme. This is so bad. Democratic senators need to not wait to see what else he's going to do. They actually need to take relatively extreme action in response right now. Indivisible is calling on Democratic senators to, quote, oppose all nominees until Trump reverses the freeze, to deny unanimous consent in order to slow down Senate proceedings, to vote no on all cloture votes, to, quote, force quorum calls at every opportunity. They say, quote, Trump is daring anyone to stop him as he seizes power, ignoring Congress and rewriting laws by decree. They say, quote, we need Democrats to use every procedural maneuver to grind things to a stop and use every media tool to raise alarm and allow public pressure to build. Quote, shut down the Senate. Shut down the Senate. Refuse to allow them to steamroll and take this fight to every town hall, courtroom, and news outlet. Quote, shut it down. Indivisible.
Now, I just dropped this link. I really can't stand all the rebooting
Do you
that
think-
it's doing myself. But
Do you think they would try to impeach him? Do you think they'll try to impeach him?
no, they wouldn't get the votes because these idiots on the Republican side really want this. They really want this to radicalize this country. They are really into this radicalization of the United States. They really want this white power shit. They are on board with it. Okay, so now we understand that the person who they are taking their marching orders from has not been confirmed yet.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you and the chat, do you guys think that Russell Vought, who they are taking this marching orders from to freeze all this government stuff, even though he has not been confirmed, put a 1 in the chat if you think that they're going to confirm him anyway, put a 2 in the chat if you think that he's not going to be confirmed. Now, remember, J.D. Vance had to break the tie because Mitch McConnell, Susan Collins, and what's that other lady didn't vote for Pete Hedgewith, or whatever his name is. So that was the first time in history that a nominee had to, the vice president had to break the tie for the nominee of the Defense Department. So do you think now the reason why a lot of these Republicans are just bowing down and doing whatever he wants, because we have the shadow president who says that if you don't go for this, I will finance somebody to primary you in your next election. So is a job even worth that much? If you can't be who you are in the job because a rich man is saying, I will pay for somebody to go up against you and win against you in your primaries, so you can't even run in the full election. Okay, so
I think that with the fight, I think they still gonna put him in there. Now, at what capacity, if he doesn't get the nod for that position, he's gonna be in there calling some shots. He already got the playbook down.
That is the playbook. He's not in there and he's calling the shots already. Now, Good Energy think that this may have messed up his chances. Faulkner think that they're going to vote him in anyway. So we understand. We're going to keep our eyes out on this Office of Management and Budget and see if Russell Vogt gets voted up or down.
Okay.
We're going to keep our eye on this. So, any last words?
No, I enjoyed it, and I think you're right. We have to keep our eye on everything. To tell you the truth, we got to keep our eye on everything.
And that's why I disagreed with you about we know what to do and we have struggled before. No, we have not had in our lifetime, our generations before us had to fight the fight. They just didn't have to sit down and we know how to survive. And no, they wanted more. We cannot go back to them days by just hunkering down because we know what to do. That's not enough. To have everything that our forefathers fought for taken away from us. It's not enough. You see how the pressure made them come back and said, oh no, we didn't mean that. Oh no, we didn't mean that. Oh no, that's why I did a live with Section 8 had been revoked. I knew that it hadn't been revoked, but for any real yesterday evening, any real reason or time, it had been a revoked until they stop this freeze on federal dollars. So now, no, we never meant Section 8 anyway. Section 8 and a whole lot of other shit was included in this freeze. Any last words? I interrupt your last words.
No, but it's okay but you know what I like though? It's good that when you disagree on a matter that you get an understanding on why each person feel the way that they feel. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's good to have good badger because it's all in the good standings of what we're trying to get an understand of. Because what I don't understand, you just now told me what you didn't understand. You know what I mean? It works like that. It's all right to have good badger, because it's all for the comments so we can know what we have to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah. So I just.
But that's all I wanted to say. Like,
I appreciate your commentaries.
I enjoy your commentaries.
And I appreciate you giving me a heads up on that Tiffany what's her name?
Henyard
situation.
The super mayor. And she called herself the super mayor.
I am gonna go and watch that whole meeting. I'm gonna look that meeting out, girl, because I want to hear the comments from the citizens as well.
Oh my God, they ground her up so bad. Oh my God, the customers are out. One lady brought a golf club there one time, and they didn't understand why she wasn't locked up. A lady brought a golf club. Not only did she not have all the paperwork on everybody, they're suing everybody in the town, and she said she paid for all their paperwork, and they thought it was redacted. Nobody couldn't get it. She had all their paperwork, and she paid for it, all the court proceedings and everything. That was crazy. Yeah.
But
thank you.
Wait a minute. I remember that last meeting that I saw, and she, the lady was up speaking, and she said, and y'all want to sit around, and y'all don't want to do this, but y'all want to sit around. Y'all want to call the cops on people and say that people who are talking at these meetings have pow-pows on them, and
that's Trina. That's Trina. Her name is Trina.
And then she said, and then y'all want to turn around and talk about Black Lives Matter. And then Tiffany yelled back, Black Lives do matter. Black Lives do matter. And then she said, and when bad wigs and droopy eyelashes start to matter, then you will matter. I fell out.
Yeah, that's Trina.
Oh my God.
That's Trina. She lives in Dalton. That's Trina. She's one of the citizens that live there. She don't like nobody. She don't like nobody.
Well, I would suggest that who is she? Trina or
her name is Trina. She's one of the residents of the town. She don't like nobody. She don't like nobody.
She don't like anybody on Any of the political figures, or what do you
Any other people that's on the board, she don't like nobody, and that's
Okay.
why she had end up with all their court cases in her pocketbook. She said, "Y'all want to read this? Y'all want to read that?" On that same live you're talking about. Y'all want to read this? She had everybody paperwork in her pocketbook when she said that.
That was. Yeah, if you guys are not up on this Dalton situation, you guys, you know, it's kind of like when they a lot of people. I used to watch some of the Flint, Michigan proceedings. Those were good, especially when Eric Mays was still alive. Shoot, this may be the next reality TV show. Y'all go over there and watch some of those meetings. Tiffany Hayward, what's her name?
Tiffany Hinyard, and she might not have no job today. Because in the video, it do show her hitting the man in the head. She jumped over, pushed the table out, and I was watching the live, and she jumped right on the man that jumped on her boyfriend. But the boyfriend is still married to a woman. She's dating a married man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jamal Woods is married.
I didn't even know that. Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate that information, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to find that that meeting. What type of meeting was it? It was
it's their budget meetings. All you gotta do is look up Thornton Township business meeting, the budget meetings, and then you can look up Dalton Township, Dalton, and you can look up their meetings.
But I want to make sure I got the right one, because I know she's the mayor of Dalton, but it's Thornton Township.
But she's the supervisor in Thornton.
But this was a Thornton meeting.
Township meeting, yes, last night with the fighting.
Okay. So thank you for that information. I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having a little content. You know, sometimes you got to change up the content, and you know, you got to do a little stuff that's important.
Yeah, I
people
appreciate
know
that. And entertaining.
and look, and not only that, now you know if you move in these little towns, they got these little small towns. You need to know where you moving at, since all this gangster stuff going on in these little towns.
Well, you ain't never lied. All right, and that thing about the steakhouse was very interesting.
Oh my God, you got, and it's a beautiful place. Dumb people really put their money in there and built a beautiful place. Now he wants to be a partnership with them. They like, no. We bought this for $200,000. This is ours. So now they're holding out on their liquor license, and you can Google that too, and it'll come right up.
Now,
Superman holding out a liquor license for the people on the restaurant. Yeah.
Now somebody in the chat says Superman gonna get cop a workers' comp claim now that they have insurance, that she got knocked all over the head. She gonna try
because
to
she fell and hit her head. When she dived, she fell and hit her head on the
that's
table.
her fault. That's her fault. She shouldn't have been in there fighting.
All men fighting, you gonna jump in.
They're gonna deny that claim. Like, child, I can't believe this. Thank you for coming up. It's always a pleasure to have you.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
I appreciate you.
All right. Talk to you later, Ronnie. Have a good day.
Right.
Have a good day, chat. Hey, Jill.
Okay. So let me stop this screen. I'm still sharing my screen. I apologize. All right. So the link is pinned. Does anybody else want to come up? But if not, I'm gonna I have nothing else. I hate that my videos were buffering. I don't know why. I probably had to reboot my computer, but I had a great time with you guys today. And if I missed any messages while I was behind the scenes trying to make sure that I refresh these buffering videos, I am going to go back and read your comments. Oh, now this is one comment that I wanted to talk about. RFK confirmation of hearing is today with his nutty ass. Now, did you see Caroline Kennedy come out and say what an embarrassment? If y'all haven't, let me see if I can find it. She made a statement about RFK. Caroline Kennedy came out and said he was an embarrassment, and she hated how he was using her father's image, writing off of her father. Is that his sister, Caroline Kennedy? I think that's his sister. Yeah, I think that's his sister. Oh, she dogged him. Let me see. I'm gonna drop the link here for you guys. She had a whole, here it is. Carolina Kennedy calls out cousin RFK. Okay, it's her cousin. Oh, she dragged him. She did, she was very, oh, her face is just, oh my God, I cannot believe her face looks that bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, she has so many, deep wrinkles. Oh my God. Okay, so let me find a link that I want to share this with you. I'm not going to give you the CNN link. I'll give you, she called him a predator and in letters to senators. So I'll I'll give you this link, and because I know it's not a whole lot of talking heads on it, go check out what Caroline Kennedy had to say about RFK. And we know that he's not qualified for the position that he's being confirmed in. So I hope that what happened yesterday will have these Republican senators stop confirming all of these people that have no merit for these positions when they want to create a meritocracy. What is it? Meritocracy. A merit-based thing for everything and everybody else, because you have to get your job on merit. You have to get your job on merit, but none of these people that they are putting up for these positions have any merit to do the jobs that they are put up against. He has no medical history. Lawrence O'Donnell said that he had classes with him, and he was on. This is Lawrence O'Donnell recalling that he was on heroin all through college, and he would be nodding out. He said they took classes together. He said, I know he knows nothing that was taught in that class, because he would sleep all during classes, and because he was on heroin, according to Lawrence O'Donnell from MSNBC. Those are his words. Those are his words, not mine. Okay, so we have all of these. He is against vaccines, but they want him over is it the Health and Human Services or something regarding health. He has no, he is not proficient in anything health related. He talked about all of these ivermectin, the horse dewormer, that you should take that during the C-19, all of this type of stuff. And this is whole, and Carolyn Kennedy also said that she hated that he sucked up to 45, 47 for a job after he dropped out of running for presidency. She's actually said all of these things, and go over there and check that out. Anything else that I missed? Let me see. Oh, I missed a lot. Okay, let me see. She said, no, hell to the no. That's what she said. Hey, Nappy Child, what you saying? A view is a view. Hit the link. But I love her calling him out. Black no crack. Oh, she got some cracks. I was surprised, and she didn't do the thing that they usually do. I mean, she could have pulled the skin back a little bit. She didn't have to get the ballooning lips and all of that stuff. But my God, but I'm glad that she came out and said what needed to be said. Right, Truth and Reason. Laying in the sun. Yes, laying in the sun and eating rich food is not good when you get older. Yeah, so she must have been laying in the sun. None of them age well. Too much sun and money. Hey, the state of being small towns are particularly a festival for drama. Used to say in one as a kid, everyone knows everyone, and drama gets around fast. So I'm going to go watch that. I'm glad that she came up and gave me that information on that. Oh, thank you for mentioning mentioning the poll. Let me close my poll. Wait a minute. No, I didn't have a poll today. You talking about you dodged the poll. Okay, so that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for coming out. I had a great time talking to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys share the show. And don't forget, Friday at 6 p.m., we're going to have crafting and conversations. The flyer is on my wall for the things that you would need if you want to participate with us, or you can just participate by being here and conversing with us. Thank you, Nappy Child. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to be good. Okay. Ronnie Q, it is not about credentials, just who is in lockstep with 4547. Exactly. It's about the loyalists. All right, guys. That's it for me. I'm out of here. I may or may not see you on the YouTube streets, but go over and check out those people who I told you to check out earlier. Deanna Irvin, Stump Down, Respectfully M. Go over and check them out. They had some good lives. And that's it. And that's all. I hope you guys have a great day, remainder of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Ronnie, I listen to my Ronnie. It's time for Ronnie Q. Take a seat and go meet Ronnie. Sweet, 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 sweet Ronnie. No day complete without my Ronnie. She can't be beat. Sweet, sweet Ronnie.